Hey guys, welcome back to the Lid Shop and welcome to episode 2 of rebuilding a very rare R33 4-door Skyline. We're gonna start today with taking everything out of the engine bay. We're gonna maybe cut some pieces out already, remove the rust and then make it ready for welding new pieces into it to make it a really clean and shaved bay. So it's ready for the new rebuild RB25 that is going in it. And we got some new parts for my S13 for the CRX. We got a lot of updates, so stay tuned. And I want to address the thing that I said in the last episode, that it is one of 22 in the world, and that's true.
This spec with this engine and gearbox, which is not in it.
Yeah, with the engine and gearbox, so, and in this color, there were only 22 made of those.
R33, 4-door, RB20E, automatic, S1. Only 22 in this color.
Yeah, and then the paint color. What's the paint code?
It's WK1.
Alright.
So Nissan calls it Silky Snow Pearl.
Silky Snow Pearl. But we fact checked it and it is true. It's one of 22 in the world. So make sure to subscribe and follow the rebuild. And also make sure to subscribe because we got this guy here. And if you don't remember him, it's the guy from this shot.
When I'm drunk.
Hey guys, I have promised. One game, we're gonna do a
and at 1,000 subscribers, he is gonna tattoo the Lid Shop logo on his arm.
Or butt.
Or butt.
You just need to decide.
Yeah, we don't know yet, so make sure to subscribe for that and for the rebuild on the Skyline and all the other stuff. But enough talking, let's start on the Skyline. And before I move the S13 outside, I just want to show you the new parts that I got. Yeah, we got some beer. But we also got the coilovers for my S13 because the ones on there are falling apart and are really dangerous to drive. So we got new ones. We also have the rockers for the CRX. We got a Tomei head gasket for the 1J. We got a HKS timing belt under there. Over there. We got some random shifters and we got these cool little things and I'm going to show you that inside. And I'm going to show it on my white S13 with some Skyline rust on it because watch the last episode, I did a big bang under the Skyline and some rust fell on the car. But doesn't matter, I got some really cool products here thanks to CBS, of course. These are the clamps that I used on my intercooler piping and we designed new ones with the CBS logo on it, and I think it looks really cool. It's not too flashy, it's not too crowded with words or anything. It's just a simple logo, but it makes it look really cool. And these are available at CBS from 2-inch to 4-inch. So if you need some clamps for your intercooler piping, make sure to check CBS. No, I'm not gonna do that again. I thought it was funny.
It was for the first 1.5 seconds and then it got really annoying.
Yeah, but then it got really annoying for 2 seconds and then the last 1.5 seconds were funny again. No. Know when to stop.
It did not happen.
So this is the starting point and it's pretty bad. I did show it in a video in the past, but we got some pretty good rust spots in the engine bay, as a typical Nissan does.
It definitely doesn't have rust on the inside panels.
No, definitely. It's really not that bad.
Mint condition.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with taking most of it out, actually everything, because we're gonna paint the engine bay. It's gonna be a semi-shaved bay. I think
let's see how far we get.
I think we're gonna keep the OEM shapes and forms of the engine bay, but just the holes that we don't use, we're gonna fill those. And I think we're gonna address the top hats from the strut towers because I think that looks really dumb, the OEM way. Yeah. It's just too wavy and too bunky and bulky and I don't know. It just doesn't look good, so I think we're gonna flatten that out and we're just gonna address the rest and make it real smooth and nice. So let's start the time lapse and let's take everything out of the engine bay. What you got there?
I removed my antenna from the car. But
No, it was a
poking device.
For? We fashioned a really long poking device.
Oh. Ah, yes.
Can you not stick things up my hole?
Oh no, the exhaust is gone.
There is no fucking engine in the car, you dumbass.
But do you have an antenna?
Yes.
Oh, stop poking that thing.
It's a wireless antenna.
No.
Pointing is rude.
It's
Mine
oh,
is
yours is.
Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth.
Is that the first Bluetooth radio?
Yeah, but if we can look at the hole that I did, the mess that I made.
Yeah, so the Prelude got MOT, just a little sidetrack from the Skyline. Prelude got MOT, so yay. And now we're just prepping it for paint. We need to do Bondo on the side panels. We need to do some little rust spots on the C-pillar and A-pillar. And that's actually about it. And then it can get painted.
And I want it next week.
Yeah, he's got a week. So I think deadlines run in the family.
I don't have
And
the
friends.
appointment yet.
But friends are family.
Family.
Family! So yeah, good luck with your Bluetooth Prelude. Back to the Skyline. What you're doing?
Even more rust. I'm taking everything off of it. Back to your system.
Everything.
Mostly everything, yep.
So that's not everything.
That's why I said mostly the second
Yeah, the
time.
second time. But he's got some shit out of the engine bay. Now he's removing the fuel and brake lines. And well, that's pretty much about it. I'll see you at the next update.
A few minutes later.
Little update. Little update time. We are done for today. We're gonna continue later this week. But we got some stuff out of the engine bay. We got the wiring loom almost out. We got the brake master cylinder out. We got some suspension parts loose, and we just need to get the subframe off. Just remove the bolts and remove the nuts from the shock, and then we can get that off. But we're gonna wait until we're gonna continue on it, because then it doesn't lay in the way at the moment. So good progress, although it doesn't seem like it, and we're gonna continue later this week. So again, for you it's gonna be a second, and for us it's gonna be a few days. It's a few days, some rest and a haircut later, but now we're gonna take off the subframe from the R33, and then you can continue on taking everything out of the engine bay. And I don't think we're gonna cut and weld yet today, but that's gonna be next week, so next video. But now we're just focusing on getting everything out, getting it just ready to go, empty. Yep. And then next week we can start cutting and welding, and I'm gonna start on the Saab, and my goal is to get everything out of the engine bay, and if I got time enough I wanna clean the inside as well. But I'll see how far I can get with that, because I need to help you up in between with the Skyline. But let's start the time lapse of taking subframe off, and then I'll pick you guys back up when we're gonna do the engine bay. Front subframe is out as one big unit, so now it's time to clean that and get everything out of the engine bay.
Everything for a clean subframe.
Everything for refreshment in this heat.
Also, yeah.
Yeah. No!
Another one.
Oh, hey, so engine bay almost empty. We just need to do the brake booster and heater core stuff. But for the rest, all the clips are gone, all the bolts are gone. You cleaned the subframe, so that's all done. And we got an update on the Saab. I took the front window out and we saw some more rust. So yeah, the rust is significantly more than we thought in the first place, so that sucks. Well, we got that window out, we got the side windows out, and we got the back window out. And as you can see, the rust is pretty bad, and that sucks. And this is rust that we didn't really know of, because you can see that the line from the rubber from the window, the seal rubber, it's exactly at that point on the line. So we just saw this little spot and this little spot, and for the rest we couldn't see anything of this, so we didn't know. And now we do, and I wish I didn't. But finally some progress on the Saab, finally some progress on the Skyline. So I think that today we are going to start with a wire wheel, just clean all the seam sealer off and just inspect the rust spots even more, just clean it off in a big circle around it, so we see what the good steel and what the bad steel is, and then we know what we need to replace.
It's got a lot of little spots. It's not like
it's
massive
not really,
problems, but
it's not really bad. And for example, the strut tower, it's really bad on the top.
yeah.
It looks really bad, but if you look at the bottom, you don't see any rust on that spot, and at the top it's totally gone. So that's a bit weird. Yes, so I'm just gonna finish my curls, and he's gonna remove the brake booster, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
I'm making moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, 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 watch me. Hey, hey. I'm making moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, 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 watch me. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm running loose. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. Yeah, I keep making those moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm making moves, making moves, making moves. I'm making moves, making moves, making moves. Yeah. Watch me. Yeah. Yeah. Watch me. I ain't waiting on nobody. I ain't waiting on no one. Watch me. I ain't waiting on nobody. I ain't waiting on no one. Watch me. I'm making moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. I'm making moves. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey, watch me. Hey, hey. Yeah, I'm running loose.
We are done for today. Well, actually, you are done. I didn't really do anything on the Skyline, except for taking the heater core out and some clips that you couldn't. But for the rest, you did most and all of the work. And we've come pretty far today. The engine bay is all empty. You just saw the rust is all cleaned up, so we can start with cutting and welding next week. But this was the goal for today, and we made it. So now it's time for pizza and a little bit of hanging out.
Not dying of heat stroke.
Not dying of heat. It was really hot today, so we had again the biggest fan of the channel helping us out. But subframe is out and clean. Engine bay is empty and clean. So make sure to subscribe and like and follow the build, because next week we're going to start with cutting and welding, and we'll see how far we get next week. Hopefully engine bay is pretty much done.
Yeah.
As far as we can go, and then the engine is also done. We're just waiting on the valve stem seals.
Yep.
And then we can drop that off at the machine shop, and they can assemble the head, and then the engine gets back and we can assemble that. That's going to be a separate video. So tons to do, and
Still gotta fit seats in it.
yeah, we're still going to fit the seats, and well, some other miscellaneous bits and pieces need to be
It's mostly
mounted.
engine bay.
It's mostly engine bay and the engine itself, and then intercooler piping and exhaust. And we're gonna make the wiring loom for the ECU. So lots to do. We're gonna film everything, and everything is gonna have an episode or maybe multiple stuff in one episode. So make sure to subscribe and like if you're down there, and we'll see you guys at the next one. We got some...
I want the tattoo! A tutu? You want a tutu?
OnlyFans.
Only yeah, no. But...
Choking piece.